Okay, guys, what you need to know for tonight's show is that we have a whole bunch of interesting things happening tonight. Now, I know that I have probably about a half hour or a couple minutes to actually record this, but I was actually waiting for WWE to confirm some more before I actually make a video about it. Now, before I begin, we did have a couple things happen this past week. We had Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton both hit each other with finisher, and you know it's clear as day that this rivalry isn't over yet. You know the Fiend and Alexa Bliss target Randy Orton on the show, so it will be interesting to see what Alexa Bliss has to say to Drew, Randy Orton archery enemy. Now we got Randy Orton setting to take on the Universal Champion Roman Reigns at Survivor Series in the Interbrand Champion versus Champion match. So that would be interesting as well. Now so far we have Team Raw confirmed for Survivor Series. We got AJ Styles, who's recently be acting like he's team captain. We got Braun Strowman, who beat it. Sheamus and Keith Lee for the qualifying match, even though they was already qualified to be on the Team Raw. And the final spot is going to be filled in on Raw with Matt Riddle and Jeff Hardy and Elias up in the ring tonight. So, yes, so tonight is going to be interesting. I would just dig right into it, so I won't keep you guys here any longer. So now, as you guys already see, Alexa Bliss will be interviewing Drew McIntyre on a moment of bliss. Now, I do have something here. It ain't much, but I knew I was looking stuff up, and recently Drew McIntyre had something to say about that before his segment. He said, he posted on Twitter on November the 7th that he said, what did he say? He said, I'm expecting this to be a perfect normal sit down 10 minutes interview, no problem, just an easy night. We all know he was just being sarcastic. And she replied at me too with a smirky face, in which we all know that this is not about to be an easy, normal sit down interview for Drew McIntyre, but he already know he may be preparing for it. And actually he got a match tonight too, so maybe they will catch his mind off guard or whatever. So, and alright, so I actually got some more information on Randy Orton. Let's actually talk about Randy Orton. We know, like I mentioned, we know Randy Orton clearly has a target on his back while he's set to take on Roman Reigns in Survivor Series. But it looks like it will not be a built up for this month's Survivor Series due to COVID. Maybe they will do a couple promos against each other back and forth on each shows. But I'm guessing that will be about it. Now, Randy Orton is also feuding with two other superstars on Raw. The former champion, Drew McIntyre, made his intentions clear that he will be getting his title back from him only. But at the same time, we got the former Universal Champion, Bray Wyatt, with Alexa Bliss, plus the Fiend, which they are basically two people, also got themselves involved in the midst. We most likely will be heading towards a triple threat feud and possibly a match at TLC or maybe a later on pay-per-view. But I will be interested in that. But my thing is, what will Miz factor in all this? What does Mr. Money in the Bank, the Miz factor in all of this? So we don't know what he would be at. Maybe he will cash it in. Maybe he will not. Okay, can Team Raw get on the same page heading into Survivor Series? Now, I know I mentioned it earlier, but Braun Strowman beat Sheamus and Keith Lee to qualify in a match when both of these guys was already on Team Raw. Now, AJ Styles been acting like he's captain or whatever, so we don't know how they gonna represent, but we do realize that they have to get on the same team because we actually have one more spot left, and we're gonna get right into that. It is Jeff Hardy versus Elias versus Matt Riddle in the last chance triple threat qualifying match for the Survivor Series spot on Team Raw. Now, my prediction is Riddle will actually win this match because Jeff Hardy and Elias will continue to feud. And I don't know how long they're going to be feuding with, but Vince McMahon did say he was big on Elias, so Elias most likely will win this feud. So let's head on into about the Hurt Business. Can the Hurt Business keep the momentary going from defeating the New Day last week? Now, they wasn't mentioned on tonight's card. Maybe they would do a little segment because New Day actually got an interview on Miz TV. So maybe they trying to get the Miz to do something. They don't want to keep him off Raw because he is Mr. Money in the Bank. Because Shelton Benjamin and Central Alexander actually defeated the New Day, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods. So maybe they'll do a little segment. Maybe they will interrupt Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods doing Miz TV. But that would be interesting. Maybe we get more information about what the Miz gonna do while he's sitting around waiting for the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre to solve their little situation going on. Maybe he would sneak in to cash it in. So we got Nia Jax versus Asuka tonight in a non-title match. Now, I did put this picture right here because we're going to know how many weeks in a row will Lana go to the Raw announce table. You know she will be going through the announce table tonight over and over. And because, I'm guessing because of her husband, AEW. But I realized that maybe they slip pushing Lana on the slip, but they using her as a comedian. I think she would be trying to win Team Raw for the women's team on at the Survivor Series. Maybe she would be a solo survivor. I don't know. We got with Ricochet respond tonight from the attack of Retribution from last week. Now it was confirmed tonight it will be Ricochet versus Ali. Now I don't think this match will end clean. We will have Retribution obviously jumping in, so I'll be looking forward to that match too. We in the main event, I'm guessing this will be the main event. We also got the New Day, Drew McIntyre will be taking on the WWE Champion Randy Orton, Mr. Money in the Bank, The Miz, and John Morrison in a 6-man tag team match. And that was all confirmed for tonight. And yeah, so okay, that is all I have for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed Monday Night Raw, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.